Yo, what's up, everyone? It's your boy CrispPurpose back at it again with another Gems of War Tower of Doom video for you guys. So this week we have ended the previous PvP season and started off a brand new PvP season. Man, there are a lot of troops and a lot of things to cover in this video. But first off, we need to pay attention to the Doomed Falchion. This is the weapon that is needed for this event. This is going to be pretty important for your team because it will allow you to earn times to score for this Tower of Doom. So ensure that when you're doing your Tower of Doom battles, you have this on the team because when you hit that doomed room, this is going to be very important for maximizing your points. So first off, we're going to be taking a look at a team or two for the Tower of Doom, as well as we're going to be taking a look at a team or two for the Underspire for the Urskaya kingdom, because that's the kingdom that we're going to be in for the entirety of this week. And at the end of the video, we're going to be taking a look at the PvP season. We're going to take a look at the new Immortal, the seasonal Immortal, as well as any other immortals added to the game, the mythic in the shop, even though we're not going to be getting it, and I do not encourage anyone to get it for 2,500 gold marks. Use it to get books, don't use it to get the immortal, and of course, the legendary troop, and maybe its weapons for the immortal as well, and the pet. So stick around. The teams are going to be following up right after this. So this is my first super high rarity team for this brown Tower of Doom. So Bork 3000 is going to be here. You guys know I love using this troop simply because it destroys gems and creates those bomb gems, I should say, 3 of those, and it has skull damage reduction. It's a mech and a beast, so you can give it a mana start from 2 areas here. I'm using it along with the most powerful troop currently in the game, which is Chrysanthrax. This is going to be easy dealing damage to enemies and just killing them off really, really fast. And of course, I have the Bane of Ambition on the team as well. The Bane of Ambition is here simply because I want that Shroud of Skulls. It will create a Bone Storm when my turn begins. So that's a perpetual Bone Storm there. A lot of skulls are going to be falling on the board. The great thing about the troop as well is impervious, so it's immune to all those negative status effects from the enemy troops. And of course, the Doomed Falchion is right there in the team. This weapon actually, is actually, it could prove to be like a somewhat of a mount. No, no, not mount crusher. I'm thinking like a rope dart, right? Sort of like a armor eliminating weapon. If the enemy has a doom, it will half their armor, right? It will break their armor, I should say, not half, but break their armor first, which is really good. So it deals damage, then it breaks armor. I'm gonna try and get to cast it during a battle, even though I don't think it's gonna work in the lower level fights where I'm at right now. Maybe in the later level fights, I tell you how it works. But yeah, try this weapon out. This is actually a pretty interesting way of stating it. The enemy has a doom, it will break their armor first. I never seen that description before. This is a new type of weapon, so maybe it's something special. And of course, you can see here I'm using the Mechanist Hero class. I have my windshield set up there. I have Precision, I have Vanguard, Tactician, Mentor, Banishment, and Armor Plating. Of course, you guys can see from my potions, I have Potion of Enchantment, Potion of Explosion, Potion of Rejuvenation, and a Potion of armor, right? I don't need that 20% start from an Anu, so I'm going to go ahead and change that off. And yeah, this is the first team for this Brown Tower of Doom. Pretty solid team. Let's give it a try here against these enemies. They're very low stats at the moment, so they're gonna die really, really fast. But I still want to showcase what is possible. All right, let's go ahead, and you can see real easy at this level. Of course, as the battles get harder, my Bane of Ambition, along with my Chrysanthrax, is going to be dealing a lot more damage, so I should be fine. So we have attack right here. All right, let's get that out of the way. Let's move on to another more potent battle here. Let's see if we can blow through it again. I want to cast my Bork to get spell ready for the troops and then follow up with the Chrysanthrax, but I did not get a nice board. All right, it might take some skulls. That doesn't matter. At least at this level, it does not matter. And bang, right? Straightforward. If you have this, you should be fine. Of course, this is not cheap. As I said, this is a high rarity team, right? Um, A lower rarity team is going to be following up right after this. So this is the second team for this Brown Tower of Doom. Of course, my Borg 3000 is back on the team. I've replaced my previous damage dealer, Chrysanthrax, with the Commander Dawnheart, right? Commander Dawnheart is going to be here with his Devoted Wrath spell, dealing magic plus 2 damage to 4 random enemies, boosted by my armor at a 3-to-1 boost ratio. More armor he has, harder is going to be hitting. Troop is impervious as well, so it's not affected by those negative status effects. And he has skull damage reduction, and he gains armor when matching yellow, right? I have him on the team with Dark Smith Drenza. Of course, this is a mythic troop, but it's one that's more easily acquired, right? This is a Soul Forge mythic troop. It's always there in the Soul Forge, so you're always able to get this once you get to a certain level, right? This troop has the ability with the Cursed Strike spell to give armor to all allies and then deal damage to an enemy, boosted by cursed gems, and then destroying all cursed gems. That could prove to be pretty useful for my Commander Dawnheart. I cast this, I give him more armor. There it is. He's dealing more damage as a result. And of course, the troop has that Dark Smith's Curse. It creates, or converts, I should say, 2 brown gems to curse gems when my turn begins. And of course, the weapon is the same. The banner here has not changed, even though you can rotate this banner. So let's go brown, yellow, and let's pick a different banner here. Let's go with the Guardian banner, right? From the Hall of Guardians faction, right? So this is a +2 on yellow, +1 on brown. They were minus in green. Let's hop into another fight here for this Brown Tower of Doom. Let's see how it works out. Hopefully, you guys had a good time during the vault event. You got to um, gain a lot of vault keys, epic vault keys. It worked out for you. I've been really busy, so I did not get to participate in the vault. And I'm gonna let you know exactly why I've been that busy, man. Me and Cam bought a house, baby. Me and Cam bought a house, man. So as a result, I've been moving. We've been mad busy moving into the new house, and we're glad. We're happy about it. Oh, I got the unlock scroll right there. All right, so the unlock is for floor 1 is room number 4. All right, let's try it out one more time here for this team. Bork, followed by Commander Donhart, followed by Darksmith Drenza, and of course, the doomed Falchion is right there. A team for the Underspire is going to be following up right after this. And here is the team that I'm going to be starting off this Underspire with. So King Mikhail is going to be at the top of the team. Great option from this kingdom, actually one of the best and often used troop, right? This troop is an Urska Knight, 17 mana cost. Urska Might is the spell in which it will explode a row. As a result of that, how that gem mechanic works, it would explode one row. What that means, the row above and below it will be exploded as well. So like 3 rows are going to be exploded here, dealing damage to all enemies, and then dealing 9 more if I am in rage. Pretty good troop to have in the first slot because it has that leader uh, first trait, gaining 3 to all skills if in the first position. It has armored, and it has angry bear. It will gain in rage when matching brown gems. Really good troop to just deal damage. As you guys can see as well, I have a lot of stats, man. So it's going to be really easy for me to blow through these battles in the Underspire, at least at the early stages. Then I have right here, the weapon is the Ruthless Defense, right? This is a shield from the kingdom that explodes magic plus 1 brown gems and grants a random status effect to all Urska allies, and it will summon a Urska troop. The weapon has armored raging. I think raging is becomes enraged when you cast it. Shielding, it will barrier myself, and it has stunned. It will stun the first enemy. There are a number of different weapons here in this kingdom that you can use for the Underspire this week. Weapons such as, of course, the Doomed Falchion could be used. You have the Shield of Urskaya, great option for just giving a crazy amount of armor and stuff, a great amount of armor, I should say, and enrage and barrier yourself and bless. You know what I mean? It's a great weapon. Axe of the North as well is a great weapon that you should pick up regardless this week because this is one of the better weapons, especially using these with the Guardians at an early level. The brown one, I think, is works really well with this. So keep that in mind. Razor Claw is also good for Urskaya troops. What else is here? Of course, there's a Ruthless Defense, the Erskine Cleaver, right? This is another weapon that you could use here. You can put this on the team, and it will work out very well for you. It explodes brown as well. But instead of that setup of the upgrades, this has Vital, this has Rusty, Rending, and Hemorrhage in the weapon upgrades. And of course, the Erskine Crown is here as well. This is a good weapon for creating red gems, especially at an earlier level. I was using this a lot with Zulgat, man. It was so good, man. I kind of miss those Zulgat teams. So yeah, that is my weapon of choice right there. Then we have Urskula right here. This is going to be here for the final trait on her. Northern clans, all Urska allies will start battles with 50% mana. You can use her spell as well because she's going to be dealing scatter damage boosted by enrage allies, and after that it will enrage all allies and gain attack. So she's really cool. She is a mage, so she has that arcane trait. She will gain one magic when an ally casts a spell. And at the back of the team we have Theodorovich. Theodorovich is going to be here because of his Holiday Wish final trait. He will create a wish gem when my turn begins. The wish gems, when you explode them or destroy them, they will either give full mana to one ally, two allies, three allies, four allies, or all the allies and all the enemies, right? So be careful when you use this in the later battles or the battles that, yeah, your later battles for sure, because you're going to be coming across those teams that have a lot more stats than you at some point. So keep that in mind. You might want to take it off for those final boss battle fights at the end of the Underspire. But at the start, it's really good to use. Let's take a look at the banner here. The banner on this team is the Kraken banner, right? I think I could switch it up. I want to go brown, yellow, all in on brown and yellow here. Eagle banner? Nah. I want to go brown, yellow, man. Can I go brown, purple then? Let's go brown, purple. Do I have a brown, purple? Come on, man. We ain't got nothing much. I want a minus green and I don't want a minus yellow. Biscuit liquor. All right, let's go brown, green. All right, there we go. We're going to grab the rat banner here from the Dark Pits faction. This is a +2 on brown, plusing 1 on green. And then we're minusing blue because obviously we have no troops that use that mana color. Let's hop into a fight here in the Underspire for Urskaya and see if we can blow through these battles. And man, yeah, as I said before, I'm super excited about the new house for me and Cam, man. It is good. It's a hell of an accomplishment. It took some time, it took some work, but we got it done. Yeah, and you guys can see what I did there. I targeted down that wish gem, we exploded it. We got the troops spell ready once again, and we were ready to cast our spell once more. And that's the main focus of this team. Just wipe out enemy troops as quick as possible. Get spell ready again. Cast them. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. All right, let's get some mana to our main troops here, and we are there. And let's do it once more. There we go. Right, that's exactly what you want to see. You get one or two troops spell ready after casting the King Mikhail. It's a really good thing. It's a really good thing. We're going to be taking a look at the PvP season right after this. What is new there? Stick around. Let's talk about it a little bit. See if you guys like the troops. So here we are in this new season of grace for PvP. The previous season has ended. If you didn't get your immortal fully maxed out, hopefully you can work on this season and see if you can pick up some more of those, important resources so as to get your immortals all the way maxed out. All right, so this new immortal, seasonal immortal, how do you pronounce his name? Kahamani? Maybe that's like Kahamani? Kahamani? All right, this new immortal Kahamani, right? Is decent, right? I think the graceful 9 lives spell is pretty good because it deals true damage to all enemies boosted by other allies and enemies who are blessed. And if you use it in the Summer Isle, it will deal double damage. Um, Good, right? That's what all immortals have been doing. They've been doing true damage. So that's decent. The boost ratio is based on all other allies and enemies who are blessed. So you have to get your allies blessed so as to get the boost ratio from this. The boost ratio, there's a 1.5 times damage that is added. 1.5 times. Hmm, that does sound a little bit stronger than normal. 1.5. Okay, if that's a multiplier, that's actually not bad. Um, per ally and enemy. Hmm. I'll have to try out this immortal. I already have it. I have it to the first trait, as you guys can see. I'm going to be putting out a video on this later on to see if it's worth it. Should you get this new PvP season? Should you spend the bucks or not, right? Because I like it. The troop also has that angelic grace final trait, a 65% chance to create 3 angel gems when my turn begins. Not bad. 65% chance, 3 angel gems. The angel gems, though, cannot be matched with any other gems. So it's not the best gem mechanic, and many times the enemy troops tend to use them against you, so they get blessed and you don't get to destroy them. I wish that the troop had some board control, but no board control. It casts the spell, ends the turn. Of course, it's going to be great in that specific restriction, which is Summer Isle. But outside of that, you could use it. PvP is the main focus, but of course you can use it maybe in Explore. Definitely you can use it in Guild Wars, right? And maybe in some event restrictions you can use it as well. So yeah, that's actually a decent Immortal troop. I'll give it a full review when the video is published. All right, so let's move on and see what else is available here. Let's take a look at the other Immortals. So there should be another Immortal available as well. Here it is, Immortal Monstera. Uh, this is basically a rehashed version of the Sentinels from the Underspire, right? They didn't even do such a good job, man. Come on, this is kind of pathetic, right? It just looks like this tree stump grew more leaves. That's all. That's all that was done, man. It just grew more leaves. Come on, man. Chill out, right? Ward of Nature is the spell. They barely even changed the spell, man. It looks almost the same as the one that's in PvP, in Underspire, I should say. So it gains attack, life, and armor, boosted by Entangle Gems at a as a plus. That's +2, right? Okay. All right. So boosted by Entangled Gems and Entangled Enemies. And if used in South Wild, it will double the effect. So this is going to be gaining 100 and something attack, life, and armor. It's very tanky. Very, very tanky troop. But, come on, man. This is. Tankiness is good. You know what I mean? Like, of course, you cannot instant kill this, but it's an elemental, so you can still smack it, right? You can really still do a lot of damage. This is I don't know how much is going to be used. Maybe it could be used in what's that kingdom? In the Force of Thorns Guild Wars, but dang, other than that, I think I might use the Sentinel, right? From the Underspire instead of this. Like, this has no board control. It just gains life and armor and just sits there. Attack, life, and armor. Sits there, does nothing. Right? That's kind of dumb. Of course, it's invulnerable, and it has the ability to create 2 entangled gems when my turn begins. Dang, man. The immortal, not the immortal, but there's a mythic that already does that. I think it's um I don't remember the name of the troop, but there's a mythic troop that already does this. Right, that final trait. So that's not that good, man. That's kind of weak. I'm gonna say the immortal so far. This one looks good. No board control though. So let's cast the spell, end the turn, done. Right? No board control. The one for the previous, this one was actually much better, right? Immortal Leo was much better, but Kahamani is kind of. Mm, You know, I want to see much better from that. But I'm gonna make a video about it as well. All right, let's head over to PvP shop right here, PvP shop, and let's take a look at the new mythic. New mythic is Kumiko, um, Fey War Gear, 22 mana cost. Fey War Gear, interesting. So it'll be a Fey War Gear. Whispering Charm is the spell. Charm to random enemies, two enemies. Right. So if an enemy is charmed, right, it will deal attack. It will deal its attack as damage to the troops above and below it. So if you charm two, oh, this could be a lot of damage. That charm could be a lot of damage. Currently, there's no. Is there any way to bypass charm? I think only like um the immortals when you get them all the way to level 30 or you know in the super high levels for the immortals, that's when they have the ability to not get charmed, right? So even if they don't get charmed, they still deal the troop beside them can still deal them damage. It's kind of weird. They don't get charmed, but they can still get hit by the charm. Okay. So this charms two random enemies. Then it will drain 8 mana from them. It's a lot of mana from two enemies. Um, Hopefully, I wish it drained mana from all enemies, but it only drains mana from two. And if an enemy dies, it will gain life and bless myself. Gain 30 life and bless myself. The good thing about this troop, though, the entire troop's spell is in black, as you guys can see. So it's not going to be affected by web, right? This is similar like to Tesla's spell that's not affected by web. Pretty cool. Cool spell, but how much are you going to use this? I don't know, right? The traits are Fox Cunning, 25% chance, 25% mana start, I should say. Spell Armor, reduce damage from spells by 25%. Enchanting Gaze, enchant a random ally when matching purple gems. Uh, C tier in my books. Not worth spending your gold marks on. Leave this one where 2,500 gold marks. Oh hell nah, nah. Right. Let's take a look at the legendary troop, King Elbermore. Elbermore, 16 mana cost, green yellow. The verdict is the spell. Choose one. It's going to deal true damage to an enemy, or enchant myself, then convert all gems of an enemy's mana color to yellow. Singular hitting, you know, it's legendary, so you can expect to see similar stuff. Enchant myself, okay, enchant is good. Then it will convert all gems off an enemy mana. So you're not able to pick exactly which color, I think. That's kind of weird, man. You're a king, and your spell is not very kingly. Right? All right. It has high ancestry for the first trait. Second trait is spell armor. Final trait, Elven King. Give 2 magic and life to all elf allies when matching 4 or more gems. You know, 2 magic is cool, but I can gain way more magic. I'm still gonna get it though because this takes silver marks so as to get, and silver marks are easily acquired, right? Super easy to acquire. Can gain those every single day, no problem, Jose. Right? So yeah, I don't know if I'm digging. I don't know if I'm digging it. I don't know if I'm digging it, man. They seem very underwhelming, to be honest. So far, those troops seem very, very underwhelming, man. So yeah, guys, that is it for my examination of the PvP season. So far, when I see it, um, I'm gonna be getting this. I don't think I'll push everyone to get this. The existing immortals in the different restrictions are pretty good. I don't think if you don't have to get these immortals immediately, just do your thing. If you want to get the PvP season so as to get everything like I'm doing, go for it. But I'm not going to push you so as to get it. If you guys and gals found this video helpful and informative, remember to smash that like button, comment to let me know what you guys think. Do you like this incoming PvP season? Do you think the previous one was better? Let me know in the comment section. I'll catch you guys next one. Peace.